Hello, just a quick update. Um, you notice the diehards are all disconnected, and I have two Duracell 100 amp hour true deep cycle batteries. You can see 12 volt 100 amp hour AGM. If you're looking for solar storage, these are awesome. They work great. Um, I think the only better thing is the actual solar storage battery, which are like $500 a piece. But the diehard, those batteries, I don't know what I'm going to do with yet, so I've got them just sitting there. They've got a full charge. I can use them as I see fit. I use them as backup, or whatever. Might even give one away or a couple away, who knows. I've rewired using 6-gauge wire and some copper lugs, and I thought about heat shrinking everything and doing it all pretty, but then I wouldn't be able to see the wires and make sure that everything is still going on, no breaks, no corrosion or anything like that. So I just left it open, but I left enough space to where they're not going to touch anything. I also now have a Dometic refrigerator. This is a CF25. It actually has a digital temperature display, and it does very well. It's been keeping everything in here between 39 and 41 degrees. It's on right now. You can barely hear it running. It's like a little whisper. Let's see, I can show you inside. See, it's just, I've got my insulin up here, and water and juice, and my almond milk down there, and some rice. Keeps everything nice and cool. Doesn't take, with these batteries and this inverter, the Renogy inverter, and this 500 watt little inverter, or I'm sorry, the Renogy charge controller, it does very well. Actually, I hardwired it to the battery. As you can see here, I just got a cigarette lighter because it came with a cigarette lighter adapter for 12 volts, and I hardwired that right into the battery. Now, one thing for solar that I didn't know, or for batteries, if you notice, I've got the solar coming into the positive on one side at the top of this battery, and then at the bottom of this battery I have the negative. So I'm putting the solar, or from the charge controller, and connecting the load in the same place. And by load I mean the refrigerator and the inverter. And that is the maximum efficient way to hook up in parallel circuit for a battery, or more than one battery. I did not know that, so now I do, and now you do. Learn something new every day, right? I've also, here is a 15 amp fuse hooked to the positive lead of the solar coming in. I have the fuses, and I got some A&L fuses, and I have the fuse holders. I'm going to connect them up here. I'm not going to do that today, though. I had a real bad seizure last night in my leg. Spasm, seizure, whatever you want to call it. And I am just not feeling up to doing this work today. And I spent all morning running around town looking for lugs that would fit on a 6-gauge wire, that have ring lugs and that are not like the solid copper, or like these down there. and I couldn't find any, so I'm gonna have to special order those. Other than that, let's see, you got the fridge, the new batteries, the way they're wired. I think that's all, the only thing really new that I've done. It's just taken a while because I've done a lot of research and had to talk to a lot of people. Got a lot of different answers, but I've come up with that way is the best way to hook up a parallel. And you always do the opposite ends, positive and negative, and of your battery bank if it's in parallel. In series, I'm not sure, but I think it would be the same way. But I don't think I'm going to hook these up for 24 volts because 12 volts, this gives me 200 amp hours. If I were to do it in series, I'd still have, it would only give me 100 amp hours, but I'd have 24 volts. So I think I'm just going to leave it as a 12 volt system. And I might get another charge controller to hook up the other solar panel, and I can tie that right into these batteries. And I can always get another one of the Duracells. I just have to get rid of at least one of those diehards. So, all for now. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you again soon, I hope. Be well.